Cloud engineer versus data engineer. Which career path should you choose? We've seen non-stop rounds of tech layoffs, and fear is spreading across the industry. Most of these layoffs, companies claim, are because of AI, and big CEOs like Sam Altman keep saying AI will eventually replace jobs non-stop. But here's the truth, both cloud engineers and data engineers are the ones who actually make AI possible. Data engineers create usable data to feed AI. Cloud engineers build the infrastructure that allows AI to run live at scale. So what's the difference? Which career path fits best for you? And most importantly, what separates those who thrive and stay in high demand from IT pros who risk becoming outdated like legacy code in old systems? Hi, I'm Lois Roth, a senior cloud engineer with over a decade of experience in tech and mentor helping professionals future-proof their careers. And by the end of this video, I will show you exactly which path to choose based on your goals and today's market reality. Before we break down the key differences, let's start with the similarities. Both roles rely heavily on cloud platforms, whether it's Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, or AWS. You will need to choose one to specialize in. Inside these platforms, there are hundreds of services and PaaS tools. Some are unique to each role, while others are shared, but used with different goals and at different levels of depth. So let's start by looking at what a cloud engineer does. Cloud powers almost everything you touch online today, whether you are chatting with ChatGPT, scrolling YouTube, or streaming Netflix. It's all running carefully designed cloud infrastructure, hidden behind the scenes. Before the cloud, companies relied on their own servers, stacked in data centers. It was expensive, slow to adapt, and when demand changed, servers crashed. If traffic dropped, money was wasted on idle hardware. The rise of the public cloud flipped that model on its head. Now business can simply rent computing resources from platforms like Azure, AWS, or Google Cloud. Need more capacity? Scale instantly. Less demand? Scale down and stop paying. It's efficient, it's flexible, and it reshaped the entire tech industry. And the people who make that happen are cloud engineers. Every business, from government to banking and to healthcare, is racing to the cloud. Yet, more than 70% of enterprises still depend on legacy systems, and over 8% operate in hybrid model. This complex challenge requires skilled cloud engineers to design secure, scalable, and seamless solutions. So what do cloud engineers actually do day to day? As a cloud engineer, you will work with Azure or other cloud platforms. From the ground up, you will manage virtual machines, not just turning them on, but understanding how they connect, how to secure them, and how to keep them resilient when failures happen and demand increases. You will work with blob storage. It may look simple, but is the backbone of storing unstructured data at scale, from files to backups. You will manage containers, control access, and ensure data stays secure, durable, and highly available. You will design virtual networks. This is where everything connects. Subnets, routing, and security roles to make systems communicating safely, efficiently, and with high availability. You will run security and identity management, defining access with role-based access control, enforcing zero trust principles, and safeguarding workloads across the cloud. Once the foundation is solid, you will tie everything together with infrastructures as a code, using tools like Azure Bicep or Terraform to automate and keep environment consistent. From there, you will build pipelines with Azure DevOps or GitHub Actions to push applications into production quickly and reliably. But the role goes beyond technical work. Cloud engineers collaborate across teams, align with leadership, and translate business needs into practical, scalable solutions. They sit at the intersection of technology and strategy. That unique mix of technical expertise and communication makes the role irreplaceable for any modern business. And salaries reflect that. Cloud engineer salaries typically range from $110,000 to $160,000, with senior engineers and architect roles often reaching $170,000 to $200,000 at the top end. That's why cloud engineering is considered one of the most future-proof careers in tech. Now, let's look at the other side, data engineers. Every AI model, every dashboard, every business report you ever seen depends on one thing: clean, reliable data. Without data, there is nothing to analyze. Without structure, there is nothing to build on. That's where data engineers come in. Instead of managing servers and infrastructure, your focus is on data pipelines. You take raw, messy data from logs, apps, customer transactions, and clean it up, joining it with other resources and making it consistent. You design systems that move this data reliably, whether through real-time streams or large-scale batch jobs. You build and manage databases, warehouses, and lakes, places where massive volumes of data can be stored. Even generative AI relies on this work, splitting documents, embedding, storing vectors. It all comes down to data pipelines. Agent AI? Same story. Tools must connect, data must be clean, logs must be tracked. Even dashboards showing live business metrics depends on data engineering to ingest streams, aggregate fast, and stay within service level agreements. The role is highly involved with numbers, often requires advanced coding skills, and appeals to people who enjoy working with ambiguity and solving data problems at scale. Data engineers also can earn competitive six-figure salaries, usually staying around $100,000 to $150,000. So how do these two roles compare? Both are future-proof. Both are well-paid. Both are essential for AI modern business. Cloud engineers build the infrastructure, the systems, the networks, the security, that everything runs aligned with business goals. Data engineers build the pipelines, the cleaning, the storage to make information usable so business can make smarter decisions. Take Azure Blob Storage. A cloud engineer uses it mainly for hosting application files, VM disks, or backups, making sure it's secure and cost efficient. A data engineer, on the other hand, relies on it as a data lake, dumping raw datasets, feeding them into pipelines or machine learning models. Or look at Azure SQL Database. A cloud engineer might provision, configure, secure, and manage backup. A data engineer uses SQL daily inside it, cleaning, joining, and transforming data into something usable for analysis or reporting. Now consider Azure Databricks and Microsoft Fabric. A cloud engineer sets up environment, manages networking, and integrates identity. A data engineer spends their time inside running analytics and turning raw inputs into insights or features for machine learning. So even though both roles touch cloud platforms, when you compare the two, the difference becomes clear. Data engineering is more analytical. If you enjoy problem solving at the data level, coding, and like the idea of cleaning and shaping information to insights, data could be a good fit. Cloud engineering, on the other hand, is about building infrastructure. It's less about complex algorithms and more about systems thinking. You still code, but it's not as heavy as in data pipelines. If you prefer building environments, managing systems, and focusing on scalability, security, and even interacting with stakeholders, cloud is a better choice. Now, if you're still trying to decide which one to pursue, here's my recommendation. Start with cloud engineering. Here's why. Every company needs the cloud, whether or not they adopt AI, whether or not they build advanced data systems. Cloud infrastructure is the backbone. The demand is broader and the skills transfers everywhere. Then, once you're confident in cloud, you can always add data engineering on top to upskill. That combination makes you extremely valuable, the kind of engineer companies compete to hire. And if you want a proven roadmap to get there, check out the link in the description and join my program, the Cloud Career Launchpad. It's packed with everything you need to go from zero to confident, job-ready cloud engineer, from cloud fundamentals to real-world projects, to interview and positioning strategies that actually work, to the soft skills required specifically for cloud engineers. So if you are aiming for a six-figure career in tech, this could be your chance. And before you go, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who needs to hear it. I will see you next week.